Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all your comments, all your awesome comments, your inputs. I love it. You guys give a lot of good information, ask a lot of good questions. Thank you, and I appreciate you guys sharing the videos, giving the thumbs up, making comments, all the things that help the algorithm. And for those of you that joined Patreon, thank you very much. I really appreciate your support of the channel. That's the main way we support the channel nowadays, with the whole thing with YouTube going on. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I've done today to prep. I always talk about prepping a little every day, so I figured I'd show you guys what I'm doing, some of the things I'm doing as I'm going along doing them and stuff like that. So what are we doing? It's not that bad of a day outside today, so we're working outside today. And we're working on our, as you can see, raised beds and stuff like that. You can see here, we got new wood. You can see right here on this raised bed right here, right there. So what we did, actually I'll go down a little bit more, there you go. This wood here is from last season. This wood we just added. And all I did is just build this, set it on top of it, take this piece of, what is it, like a 2x10, and screw it onto here to provide stability between the two beds. I know it's not that pretty, but I don't really care about pretty. I don't want it to be all super nasty ugly. But, and then we added a bunch of dirt here, mushroom compost and stuff like that, from all these bins over here. Emptying out all these bins from the herb garden and from a bunch of other container gardening. So I want to do that. I want to add height to this raised bed and the other raised beds all over the place. And that's what I've been doing today. As we built this, we're filling it full of dirt as well as cleaning up general stuff. I've been weeding beds and stuff like that. Here, let me take you along on a little journey here, showing you some stuff. So right here, actually, yeah. Right here is going to be another raised bed, right there. And then right back here is going to be another raised bed. And then let me go over here and show you guys what else. So this area here, underneath the tree, this area here is too shaded for a raised bed. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I may add another raised bed and do like lettuce or something like that there. But right here, as you can see right here, the disturbed earth right here, that's going to be another raised bed, and then we're going to have another raised bed right over here in that area there. And then I may, this was my first raised bed. It's smaller, as you can see, smaller than the rest, and just made by 1 inch with 1 inch boards. So we may pull that up and redo it so it's a little bit longer and a little bit bigger size raised bed. But I'm going along and weeding also. Here, let me show you. Another raised bed. Okay, you guys saw from last season all these blackberry bushes were coming out all the way to where you see that metal post right there. That metal post right there. All the blackberry bushes were coming out, so we pushed them all back, we tore them all out of that area, and we planted. Here, let me show you. Let me set the camera down. There you go, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. This area here. So this area right here and this area over here was planted in ground. So what I'm going to do is, you know, I got a constant battle. You can see some more blackberries and stuff like that in there. I got to tear them out, and these are just some cabbages and stuff like that I just didn't pull them up. So I'm going to pull those up, put in 2 more raised beds right there. And then you see these tires on the ground here. I'm going to take all the tires up. There's a couple more over there. You see, yeah, 4 tires. That one is not, that's just sitting there. But these 4 tires I'm going to take up and probably use them as perimeter defense measures. And yes, this video is YouTube friendly, so my thing here is empty because I'm not showing it, so YouTube will be happy. All the good stuff's over on Patreon if you want to check it out, showing all the good things like that. So what this will do also, this will free up some more room for raised beds. And these, let me see right there, those containers still have some onions growing in them. They're probably going to die off. I was just going to grab the greens on them and then empty those into some more raised beds that we're building taller. Let me see what else is going on. yeah, so today I'm going to work on pulling up some of these blackberries, cleaning up that area, and then also working kind of on, here I'll show you, this area over here. You can see that path right there. Just on this side of it is a depressed area, and on the other side of it, we're all along there. Those are a bunch of cans for target practice in the background for my son, and his right there is BB gun. But anyway, we're going to add a bunch of dirt because they're lower than the rest of the level, and what we're going to do is we're going to add a bunch of dirt from different areas, and we're going to bring those up to the equal to the level, and then from right here all the way back to there will fit 3 more raised beds. So all along there, and then along the back side here along there is going to be another raised bed, 1, 2, probably 2 more raised beds. So there's right here be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 2 I talked about here, 6, 7. The one right where I'm standing is 8. The one there is 9. Maybe another one here is 10. So that's at least 10 more raised beds we're going to add this season. And then also 1, 2, 2 more we're going to add, well actually probably 3 more we're going to add height to, make them a little taller. So 3 more adding height, 10 more new raised beds for doing the things, right? Producing our own calories. It's very important. I just figured I'd show you some of the stuff that we're doing. That's what we're doing as we're getting outside today. Grow your own food, produce your own calories. It is so important. Self-reliance, self-sustainability. Very important to be outside the system as much as possible. Rely on yourself. Take care of your own stuff. Be able to feed your family. That's so important. Food storage, yes. Get all the food storage. Get all that kind of stuff. But the ability to produce calories is vital. And right now, yeah, it's in the middle of winter. Some of you people may be covered in snow, so maybe you can't do as much. Or maybe you can. Maybe you can get out there and do some manual labor, shovel out all the snow out of an area that you want to build a raised bed. Build a raised bed in it, bring in some topsoil, put it in there. Then let it get snowed over. Start building these things, start setting it up now while we have time. So that when planting season comes around, you're not trying to rush at the last minute, do all that stuff. Then you're ready to do some more raised beds or something like that. And then start planting or conditioning your soil. Also, now is the time to start building composting stuff. Actually, in the past would have been better to have composting. But anyway, if you don't have composting now, build it now. That's one of my next top priorities, is building a really good composting system. The bins that I'm talking about, not bins, but basically bays. I'm going to build like a 3 or 4 bay system, probably 4x4 areas to compost, have over the years, so I always have compost ready to go to condition my soil and to do the things. Also to get rid of stuff so I don't have to pay to get rid of it in trash. And all the weeds and stuff like that, it gives me a place to put them. You can compost a lot more than you think. Look back at some of my videos I did composting, what can you compost type stuff to cover that. Bits of wood chips and stuff like that, you can throw those in there. A lot of stuff. I covered that in a video. All this stuff, like I cut down all the blackberries and stuff like that, I can also throw those in the compost. But composting is really good. Being able to produce your own calories is really good. You see some of these raised beds, they're not pretty. For example, that one right there has a 2x4 across the bottom, a 2x4 across the top, and then what is this? This is pallet wood. And this is an old log we had laying around. It's from our firewood pile for the corners. And I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. And then that one over there, see that one right over there? That was also a big log. You can see that's a big log with just lumber along the sides of it. Doesn't necessarily have to be pretty. It just has to be able to do the things. So get out, build your gardens, build your raised beds, get your stuff going, get your stuff, your areas inside your house or inside your greenhouse, wherever it is, ready to start doing your seed starts, to start your seeds with. Get ahead as ahead of the game as you possibly can. Think ahead, prepare ahead. We don't want to be caught with our pants down. We don't want to be caught last minute having to do everything, right? That's what prepping is. It's thinking ahead. It's thinking outside the box. It's getting stuff ready. It's doing the things. So get out and do the things. If you have nice weather, even if it's crappy weather outside, get out. Shovel all the snow out of the way. Hard work. Don't be afraid of hard work. You can still do the things, even if it's super cold out. Even if the ground is frozen, the ground does not have to be thawed for you to build a raised bed, to bring in topsoil or a compost or whatever it is and start filling it. So please, do the things. I want you guys in the asset column. I want you guys as self-reliant and self-sufficient as possible. That's empowerment. That's true power. You're outside, or you're mitigating the amount of control that others can have over you. Food is a good way to control people. So get outside that. Get outside that box. Take care of yourselves. Provide for yourselves. Anyway, just wanted to show you some things that we were doing. You know, it's just, we're doing the things as much as we can, whenever we can. So I hope you guys are prepping well every day. I hope that you guys are doing the things. I hope that you're training. I hope that you're gaining knowledge. Knowledge is key. Having all the things is great, but knowing how to use your gear, getting out and using it in inclement weather. If it's crappy weather outside, get out in it. Get used to being out in the elements. Get outside of your comfort zone. Embrace the suck, as commonly used term in the military. Embrace the suck. It'll make you harder, and a hard person will survive much better than a soft person. And it's all about surviving the fight of life, the fight of whatever may come. Anyway, I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.